Good morning, everyone. Dr. Fisher here. Today it is approximately 25 degrees outside, and I wanted to have a conversation with you today. I got my trusty towel this morning. As you can see, though, I have my shirt on, and as I come outside to my back, sorry for a little bit of the shakiness this morning, my little pool here, I decided I'm going to do a little modification, I wonder if that's going to work. So, what has happened, yesterday, I went ahead and did my plunge pool, and what happened was, just like in a car, you know, when the light comes on, I did my awesome plunge pool in roughly 27 degrees yesterday. And what happened was, afterwards, I felt awesome, but also a couple of my systems came off, right? So I work really hard at teaching my patients this, as well as, you know, listening to my own self, where my body said, hey, some of your systems have come offline. For example, I couldn't quite get my hands to be warm, where most of my patients know I got hot hands. Okay, so I recognized some things were off, and so I had a buddy work on me this morning, and thanks, Dr. Ryan Smart. But we both agreed that it probably wasn't safe for me this morning to jump into the frozen water fully. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a modified. He did a little work on me this morning, turned a few systems back on, and so I feel safe enough to be able to get in the water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through a couple of processes with you. So I use several different techniques to be able to check in with myself. One of them my buddy shared with me this morning is fire breathing. It's a form of rapid fire breathing that really kind of stimulates the nervous system and kind of kicks things into gear. That was very helpful. Thank you, Dr. Ryan Smart. Also, I use something called the Silva technique. So it's a 3-2-1 method that helps you center, helps you really get into your body, ride the wave of pain, if you will, as we do this process. So as you see me jumping into the water this morning, I'm not going to stay for too terribly long, but just so that I can work on continuing my discipline, I am going to stick my feet into this water right here as I break the ice. Now, there are a lot of different people that make this look really, really easy. I guarantee you it is not. And don't just jump into ice cold water. I've been working for about the past year or so in order to get myself into a position where I can feel relatively comfortable to do this, okay? So we're just gonna get in. I'm gonna do my breathing. I'm just gonna stay in for just a short period of time. You can see I even have my shorts on. We're gonna hike those bad boys up. Yeah, there we go. So you can see here, got my legs in, about up to my knees. And the water is ice cold. Now, here we go. Isn't that fun? So generally speaking, you know, I'll have a conversation with you here. This is honestly much, much easier than getting in all the way to the shoulders. As you can see today, I am not even having to work too terribly hard on my breathing. Now, my legs are quickly and rapidly experiencing waves of pain. And I'll tell you in the background, I'm kind of doing a little bit of my regular stabilizing, just for purposes of calming down my pain for just a moment. I'm going to take just a moment and I'm going to do my breathing exercise here. There we go. So it's pretty amazing how well that stuff works. So I do definitely suggest that you consider doing some sort of breathing exercise to manage your stress. I'm a person who in the past has tended to a fair amount of anxiety. And so this is one of the tools that I've used to be able to help restabilize myself, as well as being able to listen to myself. It's something that I work really, really hard at not only for myself, but learning how better to communicate with myself and the people that I come in contact with. And that's one of the most important things that I find for health, is the ability to improve your communication with yourself and to be able to understand, what's going on with your body. So oftentimes we're so disconnected. We have it so easy nowadays, right? Heated seats, cooled seats, heated houses, cooled houses. I mean, we get everything on our phones. It's easy to order takeout. I can have takeout here in 30 minutes. I can order just about anything I want. It's pretty amazing. So we live in an amazing world. And so the reality is if you want to have health, which I do, you're going to have to be able to, like my own self, choose and decide what painful things you're going to embark upon, because it's only through the stress of the mind and the body that you're able to build strength. Right? I love going to the gym. It's something that's absolutely an integral part of my week. I get up every morning excited. It's part of my programming. It makes a huge difference. Now, I'm talking because this is kind of helping me work through it. The pain in my legs, and I'll let you look at my legs one more time here. My legs and feet are completely and totally submerged. And so the initial waves of pain have gone. They're still painful. I'm not going to lie. My feet, they hurt, right? But being able to really quiet that part of my body is something I've been working on for a long time. So again, just to round this out here at the very end as I'm finishing up, I want to encourage you to listen to your body. That's a really important part of health. If you don't know how to listen to your body, start with something small. 15-second, 30-second cold showers at the end of your shower. Work on building up a tolerance. Then being able to recognize your pain, being able to do things like facilitated muscle relaxation, being able to do a body scan, being able to listen to your body. It's hard work. To be well is hard work. And even then, I'm like, hey, I'm in really great shape. I should be able to do this. And this morning and yesterday, my body said, no, do not do this. You're going to regret it and you're going to get jacked up, right? So it's like, I like to think of it kind of like the red light on the dashboard of my car, if you will, has been on since yesterday after I did my plunge. And I would really have jacked myself up, I think, if I were to have done the plunge this morning. So glad I didn't. Glad I listened to myself and I consulted with a friend. And I want you to understand that we do hard things. We can do hard things as human beings. That sometimes we try and step too hard and we fall on our face. So if you've fallen on your face, right, it's time to get back up and maybe do some baby steps. And that will make a huge difference, right? So now, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this ice bath. Oh, still hurts. But, you build a tolerance for it. You can probably, let's see if you can see my legs. You can see the redness, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to cover this back up. I'm going to do my horse stance. I'm going to do some breathing. And we're going to rock and roll for today, despite the difficulties and the pain and the suffering that endure. Right? You can do this. Believe in yourself. Learn how to believe in yourself if you don't. It's a worthwhile endeavor. All right, this is Dr. Fisher signing out.